It was an ordinary morning at my ranch when I noticed unusual activity near the pool. My state-of-the-art smart lock system, designed to control access for safety and security, had been tampered with. Minutes later, I learned the cause. The HOA's son had attempted to gain unauthorized entry, likely hoping to assert some sense of control over my property. Karen's influence extended even to her children. It seemed as if entitlement were inherited. Initially, I considered a simple warning, but the audacity of their actions, coupled with the ongoing harassment from Karen, demanded a more substantial response. This wasn't just trespassing, it was a direct challenge to my authority on my own land. The smart lock had recorded every unauthorized access attempt, complete with timestamps and user identifiers. I reviewed the logs carefully, confirming that the intruder had no legitimate reason to be there. I decided to handle the situation strategically rather than impulsively. First, I ensured that my family's safety remained uncompromised. Additional security protocols were activated, including surveillance alerts, automated locks, and remote monitoring. Every angle of the property was documented, ensuring that the next time the HOA attempted any interference, I would have irrefutable proof. Next, I reached out to the local authorities, but with a twist. Instead of filing a standard complaint, I presented the entire record of harassment, the tampering with the smart lock, and the repeated intrusion attempts by both Karen and her son. The officers, initially skeptical of HOA claims in general, quickly understood the gravity of the situation. They confirmed that the son's entry constituted trespassing, making him and the HOA liable for legal consequences. Meanwhile, I leveraged my technical advantage. The smart lock system, fully encrypted and remotely accessible, allowed me to monitor and control every entry point in real time. Any further attempts would trigger alarms, notify authorities, and capture precise evidence for legal action. In essence, I had transformed what could have been a minor trespassing incident into a robust deterrent, demonstrating that meddling on my property would carry immediate consequences. Karen, of course, had no idea of the depth of my preparations. She continued her attempts to intimidate, emailing, phoning, and demanding access. Each time, I responded with calm, documented evidence of prior misconduct, reinforcing my legal position. Her son's trespass became a pivotal example in any future disputes. Even her own family could not circumvent the boundaries I had established. The most satisfying part was the community response. Neighbors who had long been wary of Karen's behavior began to see the pattern. Her attempts to enforce arbitrary rules, invade private property, and manipulate the system were laid bare. In contrast, my actions, strategic, legal, and measured, highlighted the importance of preparation and authority grounded in law. In the following weeks, Karen's efforts escalated, but each attempt was anticipated and countered. The HOA realized that the son's trespass was more than an isolated incident. It was a liability, and any further interference could result in significant legal consequences. Karen's power began to wane as her reckless behavior was documented and exposed. By the end of the ordeal, my ranch pool and property remained fully secure. The smart lock system, combined with legal documentation and strategic deterrence, ensured that no HOA member, Karen or her family, would attempt unauthorized entry again. The incident reinforced a crucial lesson: audacity without preparation and arrogance without awareness of consequences invites precise, decisive, and unyielding responses. The story of the HOA son's trespass became a cautionary tale, illustrating that even seemingly minor acts of intrusion could trigger significant repercussions when confronted with knowledge, technology, and strategy. Karen's obsession with control had met a wall of preparation, and the lesson was clear: boundaries, when firmly established and legally reinforced, are inviolable, even by those who consider themselves above the rules. By sunset, the ranch was calm once again. The water shimmered in the pool, the smart lock quietly hummed in its secure position, and every potential threat had been neutralized before it could escalate. Karen, flustered and powerless, retreated, leaving her son and the rest of the HOA to reckon with the consequences of their repeated overreach. For me, it was yet another affirmation that patience, strategy, and unassailable preparation are more powerful than any threat or intimidation tactic an overbearing HOA could deploy.